Letitia James, wow. She's getting, well, cased out, shall we say, by the feds. Letitia James got a little visit from none other than the guy who's investigating her. The DOJ has put Ed Martin in charge of investigating Letitia James, so he and a friend decided to go check out that brownstone. You know, the one in New York where she, I guess, said it was 5 levels instead of 4 levels because then you qualified for some better stuff. I want to show you the tape. Some lady caught them on video and started asking them a bunch of questions. Let's go to this. You're going to have to listen up to hear this because it was caught on a cell phone. Watch.
I'm just sure there's like the Pratt building. Is there
you want me to tell you how to access my...
No, I'm just asking. I'm interested because usually houses like this.
Tell me why you're here.
We're interested in the houses.
You're not interested in the houses. We know who lives here.
Is this like Second Empire?
It's just a track house. That's what all of these things are.
I know, but when was it built, do you think?
They're built before 1899.
Oh, so, okay.
Why are you being so disingenuous about what you're here for? You're not here about the houses. You're here because of who lives here. It's my neighborhood. It's my block. I have a right to know what you guys look like your official capacity.
I'm just happy to be on a block looking at a house.
That's not true. Why won't you be
No, he is happy.
Well, why won't you be honest with me about what you're doing? You are acting suspicious on my block in front of my neighbor's
I'm just looking
and you're not telling me what you're doing. That's not true.
Interesting houses. It's an important house. So, thank you. Have a good
It's not.
day.
It's just like every other track house on this block that was built by developers.
Right, they're beautiful. Beautiful neighborhood.
Thank you.
I mean, do you guys call this a stoop?
What do you think?
I don't know, is this a stoop? We didn't have stoops where I was growing up. Is this a stoop?
I want to know what you're doing.
Just checking it out.
You're not.
Okay, so that woman knows that's Letitia James's brownstone. Ed Martin, by the way, is the guy in the trench coat. He kind of walks away like Columbo or something. He's checking it out. Why is he checking it out? Because he probably wants to know, is it 4 levels? Is it 5 levels? She's in big trouble with a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, there's the case out of New York, right, that the DOJ is investigating right now. That's the case where it's being alleged that she violated Donald Trump's constitutional civil rights when she went after him the way she did. Because we know, you know, I know, this was not about him, in her view, inflating the value of Mar-a-Lago. I mean, heck, she had it at what, 18 million? I'd buy it. Hey, we'll all team up. We'll buy it together if that's really what it was going for. She was trying to suggest that the value was one thing. He suggested it was another. And then she took him on. And the judge actually went along with it to the tune of $500 million. So that's one of the cases against her for the constitutional rights. The other is the mortgage fraud. Anyway, you remember what she did. But if you forget, there's always this.
He's called me venomous.
We will fight back to your attempt to bring Trumpism to New York City.
He's called me disgraceful.
Of the fact that they stole the Supreme Court seat. An illegitimate president and an illegitimate member of the United States Supreme Court.
He's called me radical.
Listen, we know he's crazy. We know he doesn't have a sound mind. We know he's out of control. We know he's losing it. We know his days are numbered and we will come together.
He's called me a racist.
We've got to stand up to an administration which is too male, too pale, and too stale.
Oh, okay, so that was the big bite, right? I'll never forget that. So it was all about taking Trump down. And that would be a violation of his civil rights. So that's one of the cases that's being looked at right now. But the other big one is, of course, the mortgage fraud. And this is why they're paying her brownstone a visit. So there's a few things being alleged. One is that she fudged some documents in that particular brownstone that Ed Martin was taking a look at. The other is that she, again, fudged some documents in Virginia so that she could claim a house there via power of attorney was actually her primary residence instead of her vacation or a spare home that she was going to, I guess, lease out to her niece. So you can't do that, right? I mean, Adam Schiff has learned that one the hard way. You cannot actually get a lower mortgage rate by saying, well, this is going to be my primary residence. She said, oh no, this is just a screw up. This is just a typo. This power of attorney thing happened. Like I didn't do this deliberately, whatever. I mean, whether you did it deliberately or not, this is not good for you, Letitia, honey baby. No, 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 no. On top of that, there's one other situation with her dad's house. The dad's house that he got a mortgage on. I mean, this woman's got a pattern, shall we say. You can go all the way back to something like 1989 where she signed off as his wife. I mean, wow. So Ed is now looking into, let's just say all of it. He's actually said, look, you know, Pam Bondi put me in charge of this case. I'm looking to everything, into everything I can possibly look into. And when you have a grand jury investigation going on, that actually affords enormous leeway. Even MSNBC with its red, white, and blue logos is kind of turning on Letitia. I played you some sound last week of a guy who came on and said, listen, like they can find a lot of stuff. And so she's kind of brought this on herself. We've talked about that before. Even the media has started to turn on her. New York Magazine out of New York was like, she's made this problem herself. And on top of that, she's trying to get New York taxpayers to foot her legal bill. We're talking about a very expensive, Abby Lowell, Hunter Biden's attorney nonetheless, attorney to fight back in these personal issues. I mean, the mortgage stuff, that's personal. That's not something that should be paid for by New York taxpayers. So I think her days are numbered, politically speaking, but also she's facing up to 30 years in the slammer for all of this, you guys. And these folks are not messing around, not one bit. I want to get to Texas because this is a big win for Donald Trump and GOP in Texas. But first, quick shout out for one of our great sponsors here on the Trish Regan Show, Balance of Nature. You know how seriously I take ingredients. I've told you about this a little bit before, and it's become an even bigger deal in light of this MAHA movement, right? So important to note, because even when you're looking at supplements and vitamins and things like this, you need to look at the ingredients. And when you look at the ingredients at Balance of Nature, you're going to find only good stuff. Even for those of you who may be, gluten-free, this is your product. So only good stuff. And one of the things I love about it is that I know what you see is what you get. And I get the 31 veggie ingredients, fruits and veggies, when I take my fruits and veggies. And so it's all pure, all good stuff, none of the crazy fillers that sometimes you see in things. And that's important. It's coming to light nowadays, everything that goes into the food. So 35% off with code TRISH. Also, for a limited time, you get a fiber and spice supplement. You get that in addition. Plus free shipping, 35% off, code word TRISH. Give me a ring at 1-800-246-8751. Again, 1-800-246-8751. You're helping yourself. You're helping this show. And it's like helping everyone, right? All around. So give them a ring or go check them out, balanceofnature.com today.